Morning guys, Kevin with Northwest Green Clearing here. We're in Eatonville. We're actually just right down the road from Northwest Trek, and I'm actually really excited about today because the very last video we did a slash pile with the cat skid steer with the FAE head with the excavator to assist, and today we're actually doing slash piles with the Gyrotrac and the excavator. So we'll be able to really see the difference. Not only are we using different machines, but also these piles are the same size as the last pile, but the debris in it is much bigger. The last pile we did with the cat, I mean, 95% of it was branches. Some of the bigger stuff we just set aside. There's some trees and stumps. We just put it to the side. But this, as you can see, the branches themselves are just bigger. And then you got some logs in there. So we'll be able to see the real difference, and that's why we brought the Gyrotrac out, is we're going to put a huge dent in this in a matter of no time. So Eric's going to be in the Gyrotrac, and we got Colby assisting with the excavator. So just like last time, Colby's going to need the excavator, and he's just going to feed it all day. So we've got one, that slash pile isn't very big, but 2, 3, and he's got 4 or 5 more mountains of them over there. But it sounds like for right now we're just going to focus on these slash piles, and we're going to open this up because actually right where that pile is where our house is going to go. And obviously the mulch and everything's going to have to get moved for a dig out and everything, but I don't know, that's probably 150 yards if you were to put it into a bin. We're going to mulch it up to, you know, 30 yards, so that's going to be pretty easy to push over and stuff. And really what he doesn't want is these eyesores for the rest of the stumps. Once they put it in the house, he doesn't want to be looking at all these slash piles. So yeah, so we also got some big stumps in the ground too. I mean, these big stumps are they're all 30 inches in diameter. Some maybe just 24, but quite a few big ones. We do have rocks, so we're going to do our best to get a nice bed of mulch down so that we're not banging up the knives first thing this morning, because that's all the Gyrotrac has is knives. So, but yeah, we've loaded up, fueled up, greased up, and we're going to get after it.
Hey, good morning everyone. We're day 2 out here in Eatonville. We were able to yesterday knock down a couple of the big slash piles that you guys may have seen. Kind of give you a look at what we ended up with here. We had one big pile here and another big pile across there. Customer came out this morning, is really happy with how things are coming along. We're going to spend the rest of our day today and work in the front area of the property there, and goals to kind of park things out, open it up, and create some options as far as developing the land. I got the big green machine over here greased up, warming up, ready to go. So let's get started. a little bit better look. I guess this would be the kind of front edge of the parcel along the road there. And it was a little bit deceiving it looked to be a lot more brush, but once you knock the brush down, you found the piles, logs, stumps, you name it. But things cleaned up pretty good back here. Hey guys, it's Eric here. We're wrapping up out in Eatonville, and overall I think things went really well. Just behind me here, if you remember, there was a big slash pile, and also another pile over here. And there's still a couple more in the property that the customer wants to deal with at a later time. But at some point, the property here has been logged. What they left behind is a bunch of big cottonwood logs, a bunch of maple and alder stumps and stuff, and we were able to get through that in relatively short amount of time. If you remember our last video out in Port Orchard, we had the Cat 299 and the mini excavator going after a slash pile, but you know, Kevin and I had spent all day out there breaking that thing apart and mulching it up, and you know, for the most part, the debris there was pretty light. A lot of fir tree limbs, a bunch of alder and maple saplings that the customer had piled up. So relatively small diameter debris, but there was still a lot of it, you know. And like I said, Kevin and I had spent all day out there with the two machines, and we came out here in Eatonville. We brought the Gyrotrac along, and I would say that the slash pile here might have been a little smaller size-wise than the Port Orchard project, but the material in there was a lot bigger in diameter. A bunch of big, like I said, cottonwood logs and stumps, and what Colby and I were able to do in a matter of about 2.5 hours or so, you know, is what you see behind me. Knock the thing down, you know, nearly flat. We got a good pile of mulch going, and we spread that around the best we could. But the primary goal for the customer was to get these two big front piles down, and we did both of those in about the time that it took Kevin and I with the smaller cat machine all day. We did that here in a day, and we still had time to go around and kind of park out the remaining area over here. Give you a look there. But overall, things went really well. Really happy with the progress, even just for 2 days. Customer seems really happy as well, and sounds like we'll be working with him again here in the near future. But really appreciate everybody watching. Stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.